It's night time in Shoetown, and PC Boot is writing up the daily report from his notebook.
Now let me see. At 9 o'clock this morning, I was on my usual beat and stopped to admire the view. Everything was quiet and peaceful, so I decided to go and have a cup of tea with Charlie.
Hello there, PC Boot. Charlie's not in this morning. He's gone to collect his new car. He should be back soon, though.
Oh, well, I might as well wait for him. Very quiet and peaceful today, isn't it?
It certainly is that. It's so quiet.
By the left, quick! March! Left!
I think we spoke too soon there, Trampy.
Left, right, left. On it! Left, right, left.
He does this every morning.
Left.
But don't worry, he'll soon be finished.
Hot out! So!
There you go, PC Boot, all lovely and peaceful again. Now, as I was saying...
Goodness gracious. Now what?
Stay calm, everybody. I'll handle this.
All yours, Sergeant Major.
Hello, everybody.
Stupid clown! Ought to be arrested. Immediately.
Arrest Charlie? Whatever for?
For being in charge of a very dangerous and extremely noisy vehicle.
Well, what do you think of my new car, Trampy?
It's, beautiful, Charlie. I'll open the door for you. Whoops. Oh, Charlie, I'm so sorry.
Don't worry. It's supposed to do that. This is the very latest model in clown cars. And it does all sorts of tricks. Watch this.
PC Boot and Trampy think that Charlie's car is marvellous. Sergeant Major, though, isn't so sure.
Hello, Sergeant Major. Would you like to try out my new car?
Certainly not. That thing's not safe. Should be banned.
Hey, Charlie, do you mind if I try it?
Not at all.
Another trick, I hope, Charlie?
Sergeant Major, would you mind checking the petrol cap for me?
Very well. But no tricks.
Press the green button, please, Trampy.
What's this then? Brass polish.
Yes, a special present from my new car, just for you.
For me? Thank you very much. Just what I need for my new badge. You know, maybe it's not such a bad car after all.
And I think Charlie's new car likes you too, Sergeant Major. Later on, at Shoetown Police Station, PC Boot is coming to the end of his report.
There. That should do it. I hope tomorrow is a quieter day. Good night, everyone.
It's the end of another day in Shoetown, and Trampy is relaxing in his favourite armchair in front of a blazing fire. The warmth of the fire starts to make Trampy feel dozy, and before long his eyes close and he is fast asleep and dreaming. Dreaming of a lovely spring day in the countryside and going on one of his favourite walks with baby Booty. Meanwhile, back at Tumbledown House, strange things are happening.
Well, Sergeant Major, is he in?
Shh! Stupid clown! Hello? Trampy! Right, I'll go first. You lot stay here. All right, Margot. The coast is clear.
Goodness gracious. We'll never be able to clean up this before Trampy gets back.
Don't worry, Margot. We'll have this house shipshape in no time.
Ship-shape? I rather like it the way it is. House shape.
Stupid clown. You know very well what I mean. Now let's get on with it. Margot. And you, Charlie. Take the kitchen.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
And I want it spotless. Do I make myself clear? Everyone, jump to it. On the double. Hop, 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 hop.
Oh dear, Charlie. What a sight.
No problem, Margot. If you wash and I dry, we'll soon have this lot finished.
That's a marvellous trick, Charlie. But please, don't try it with the lids. When the shoe people finish, Tumbledown House is transformed. Never has it looked so clean. The sitting room has been thoroughly dusted and polished, carpets swept, cupboards tidied. The kitchen is spotlessly shiny. Even the doors have been mended.
Oh, now that's more like it. A sight for sore eyes.
I wonder what Trampy will say when he sees what we've done.
Trampy? He probably won't even recognise the place.
You're right there, Charlie, my lad. Tumbledown House is tumbled down no more. Touch wood.
What? Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum. Hello, Trampy. Lovely morn. Goodness gracious. What's the rush?
Whew. Thank goodness.
Nothing's changed.
Anything wrong, Trampy?
Wrong? Oh, no, PC Boot. I just had a terrible dream, that's all. I dreamt that my lovely tumble-down house wasn't tumbled down anymore.
Tumble down house, not tumble down.
Never.
There's great excitement in Shoetown today. The fair has come to town.
We can look forward to a slice of coconut tonight. Just set 'em up and I'll...
Knock 'em down. As you've been telling us all day.
Well, what's wrong with that? You all like coconut, don't you?
Yes, Sergeant Major, we all love coconut. But really, there's no need to go on.
I'm going to stuff myself full of candy floss and ice cream.
You would. And probably make yourself sick. Ha 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 ha. With any luck.
Well done, Charlie.
Oh, hello, PC Boot. Look, I've won a teddy bear for baby Booty. Have you seen her anywhere?
Indeed I have. She's up on the big wheel with Margot. It's their 10th ride, I think.
Look, baby Booty,
There's Sergeant Major.
Missed? Oh, I must be slipping. Spot on.
Oh dear. I think we're stuck. Whatever shall we do?
Hang on, Margot! We'll think of something! Won't we, Sergeant Major? Oh, well, give me a minute. I'm thinking.
That gives me an idea.
Well, Sergeant Major?
Well, now, I think that... Goodness gracious! Look at Charlie, everyone! Charlie, what on earth are you doing?
Rescuing Margot and baby Booty. What else?
Good old Charlie. Followed my plan to the letter.
I've got it!
Before long, Margot and baby Booty are safely back on the ground.
Thank you so much for rescuing us, Charlie. I'd better take baby Booty home now. She's still a little upset.
Upset? Well, we can't have that, can we? Oh, yeah.
All this excitement's made me quite hungry. Let's go and find some food.
Funny you should say that. Look what I've got.
Now that'll bring the day to a perfect end. It's 12:30 in Shoetown, and PC Boot has just sat down to his lunch.
Shoe Street Police Station. PC Boot speak. Shoe Street Police Station. PC Boot speak.
BC Boot? Thank heavens you're in. Mr. Potter, the station master here. I've got a terrible problem.
Mr. Potter, please calm down and tell me what's the matter.
I've got a train full of passengers going for a day's outing, but a tree's fallen across the tracks. Whatever shall I do?
Don't worry, Mr. Potter. I'll just go and collect Sergeant Major, and we'll both be with you in about 10 minutes. Well, Sergeant Major, what do you think?
Tricky. But nothing that a spot of army training and elbow grease can't put right. Oh, please do hurry. I've got a schedule to keep. As my old commanding officer used to say, more haste, less speed. So stand back and watch an expert at work. Right. Put it in reverse. Careful now, careful.
It's no use. The tree's too heavy. It would take an elephant to shift it.
An elephant? That gives me an idea.
Well, that does it then. I'll just have to cancel the trip. I think that's everyone off.
Hang on a minute. Where's Charlie?
Probably up to mischief somewhere, I'll bet.
that? Shoetown Zoo, of course. And she's the best tree mover in the business. Ready, Bertha? Lift. Come on, Bertha, you can do it. Lift. Well done, Bertha. Marvellous.
Thank goodness for that.
Here you are, Bertha. A present for being such a clever elephant.
All aboard!
Within a couple of minutes, the shoe people are back on the train. Sergeant Major, PC Boot and Bertha stand ready to wave goodbye.
Ah, PC Boot. That was a good job, well done.
Thanks to Charlie. Using Bertha was a marvellous idea.
Oi! That's my cake! Bring it back at once! I said come back with my cake, is that clear? Wait till I get you on the parade ground, you great hairy...
And now perhaps I can get back to my lunch.
It's a beautiful morning. And over at Swan Lake Cottage, Margot is watering the flowers in her garden.
Morning, Margot. Lovely day, isn't it?
Oh, Sneaker. I wish you wouldn't do things like that. Creeping up on people.
Sneaker by name, sneaker by nature. That's me. Any jobs you want doing?
Well, as a matter of fact, I do have a job. I'd like you to climb up my roof and clear away all the leaves that are stuck in the thatch. Do you think you can do that?
No problem at all, Margot. But I'll need to fetch some ladders and stuff. Back soon. I wonder if Charlie's in. Obviously not. I'm sure he won't mind if I'll borrow one of his tight ropes for an hour. Hang about. That's a bit of luck. A ladder. Just what the doctor ordered. I'm sure Trampy won't miss it. Hello, hello. A bucket. Typical Trampy bucket. Full of holes. But it'll do to put leaves in.
Sneaker makes his way back to Swan Lake Cottage. And in a few minutes, he's up on the roof, busily picking up leaves. Meanwhile, over at the Little Big Top.
Where on earth has my rope gone?
Charlie! Can you hear me?
Trampy, what are you doing up there?
Well, I thought it was about time I repaired a few tiles. But now my ladder's disappeared and I can't get down.
Strange. Your ladder and my tightrope missing. This looks like a job for PC Boot.
PC Boot is on the scene within minutes and takes down all the details in his notebook.
Right then, Charlie. That's all I'll need for the moment. I'll start the investigation right away.
OK, PC Boot. See you later.
Don't worry, Trampy. We'll have you down in a... Goodness gracious! Is that your ladder, Trampy?
What ladder?
Oh, now how did that get there?
Well, if you don't know, I certainly don't.
I do. I put it there. I borrowed it and Charlie's rope to do a little job for Margot.
Well, you're in for the high jump now, my lad. Charlie and Trampy thought their property had been stolen.
Stolen? Not stolen. Just borrowed. Sorry if I caused any trouble. It won't happen again. Promise.
I think he means it, PC Boot. Let him off, just this once.
Thank you, Trampy. I'll repair all your tiles free. And I'll paint all your tightrope posts, Charlie. No charge.
Well, all right. I'll let you off this time. But this is your last warning. You're too quiet for your own good. Always sneaking about the place.
I can't help it. After all, I am called Sneaker.
In a town, not too far from here, there's an old shoe repairer's shop. The outside of the shop looks very run down and uncared for. Even the window needs cleaning. The front of the shop is where the shoe mender keeps all his tools. There he can repair the shoes and boots brought into him. When they're repaired, he places them on shelves ready for their owners to collect. Some people are very forgetful and never come back to collect them. Others bring in shoes and boots that are so worn they're beyond repair. He's asked to throw them away, but he just can't. There's a room at the back of his shop that's very dusty and full of cobwebs. The floor is covered with boxes and tea chests. There are shelves along the walls, and the shoe mender keeps all the forgotten shoes and boots in here. There are shoes and boots everywhere. Some have been here for years. This room has a very special secret, and only one person knows it. Who do you think that person could be? No, it's not the shoe mender. The only person who knows the secret is me. Can you keep a secret? Can you? Promise? Very well. I'll share the best-kept secret in the world, just with you. The door that leads to the back room doesn't fit very well, and every night when the shoe mender goes home, he has to slam it hard so it shuts. As the door slams shut, a cloud of dust fills the room, and as it settles, the strangest thing happens. Welcome to the magic world of the shoe people. We are now in Shoe Town. In this magic world, shoes and boots become real, just like you and me. Ah, here's PC Boot on his beat. He's just the person to show us around Shoe Town and introduce us to some of the people who live there. Would you mind, PC Boot?
Delighted, I'm sure. Right. Now, that house over there, looking like a circus tent, belongs to Charlie the Clown. Nice sort of fellow, to my way of thinking, but full of tricks. Now, this house belongs to Trampy, who, as you can see, is not exactly keen on home improvement. Ah, Sergeant Major lives here. Good morning, Sergeant Major.
Morning, sir.
Always shouts. Still thinks he's in the army. Ah, now here's a delightful cottage. Belongs to Margot, the ballerina.
Hello, PC Boot. Stopping for tea?
I'm afraid not, ma'am. Not while I'm on duty, thank you. Now, this odd-looking place belongs to Wellington. Pleasant enough chap, but as you can see, he's very fond of getting wet. Simply loves it when it's raining. And last but not least is, me. May I present my own little abode? Shoe Street Police Station. May not look much, but there's no place like home.
Thank you for showing us around, PC Boot, but we have to go now.
Oh, my pleasure, I'm sure.
Now you've met some of the shoe people and seen where they live. Maybe you'll want to share in some of their adventures. But remember, keep it a secret. Promise. It's the height of summer. The sea is sparkling in the warm afternoon sunshine. Everything is quiet and peaceful. Well, almost.
Left, 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 right, left, 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 right, left.
The shoe people have arrived.
Left, right, left, 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 right, left.
There's no need to shout, Sergeant Major.
Left, right,
We're
left.
not deaf, you know.
Silence in the ranks. Left, right, left, 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 right, left. Coupling. Halt.
Phew, thank goodness, at last.
Cheer up! This is great! What could possibly be better than a day by the sea?
Oh, you stupid clown. 2 years in the army would do you good. Make a man of you. Teach you to be responsible.
Sergeant Major, we've come here to enjoy ourselves, not to listen to your lectures. Why don't you go for a nice long march up and down the beach? That'll make you feel better.
Yeah. Well, very well. You don't have to tell me twice. I know when I'm not wanted. Left, 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 right, left, 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 right.
Oh dear, that's done it. He's upset.
Don't worry, Trampy. You know he's only happy when he's moaning.
Meanwhile, Flip-Flop has found herself a nice place on the rocks to sunbathe. Please be careful, Flip-Flop. The tide's coming in and you might get washed off the rocks into the sea.
Oh, don't worry, Trampy. I'll be perfectly okay.
Nearby, Baby Booty is building a lovely sandcastle and is collecting seashells to use as decorations. Trampy finds himself a quiet spot to sit and read one of his favourite nature books, but still keeps a watchful eye on everyone. Meanwhile, Charlie has decided that the time has come for some fun and games.
Boo! I wonder where Flip-Flop's gone. Help! Help! Somebody help me!
It's Flip-Flop. The very thing that Trampy warned her about has happened. A large wave has washed her off the rocks into the sea.
Trappy! Charlie! Look sharp! Jump to it! On the double! Up, 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 up!
Help me, please! Oh, somebody!
Don't worry, Flip-Flop. We'll have you out in a jiffy. Charlie, quick, give me your shoelace. Charlie starts to undo his lace as fast as he can. It seems to take forever, but finally...
Here you are, Trampy!
Okay, Flip-Flop. I want you to catch one end of Charlie's lace, and we'll pull you in. Are you ready?
Ready?
Catch!
I've got it, Trampy!
Charlie and Trampy start pulling Flip-Flop towards the rocks, where Sergeant Major is standing ready to grab her.
There you are! Safe as houses.
Thank you, Sergeant Major. And thank you. You saved my life.
And with my lace! Hooray! Everybody laughs. Well, almost everybody.
Oh, stupid clown.
There is an air of excitement in Shoetown today. Posters have been mysteriously appearing all over the place.
Tonight, for one performance only, Margot, Shoetown's very own world-famous ballerina. 5 o'clock at Swan Lake Cottage. P.S. Tea and biscuits afterwards.
It isn't exactly the neatest of posters, but then Trampy isn't exactly the best of artists. Trampy thinks that Margot is the most beautiful ballerina in the whole world, and has done ever since he first saw her dance. But there was once a time when she thought she would never dance again. When Margot first arrived at the shoe repairer's shop, she had a large tear in her side. She was sure that her days as a ballerina were over. But The shoe mender had other ideas. After many hours of hard work, the shoe mender managed to repair the tear in Margot's side. She looked as good as new. The shoe mender placed her in the front window of the shop, and there she waited for the little girl who owned her to come and collect her. She waited and waited and waited, but the little girl never came.
Perhaps I'll have to stay in this window forever.
But one day, the shoe mender took Margot out of the window and placed her on a shelf in the back room of the shop. Margot suddenly found herself in the magic world of the shoe people. Now, Margot lives in Swan Lake Cottage. Everybody says it's the prettiest house in Shoetown, and Margot loves to keep it that way. There's a room in Swan Lake Cottage where Margot spends time each day doing her exercises and practicing her ballet steps. She believes in getting everything just right. Trampy finishes the last poster and hurries off to hang it up somewhere. 5 o'clock is approaching, and he wants to make sure of a good seat at Margot's performance. The shoe people start to arrive at Swan Lake Cottage. They gather in Margot's lovely garden and talk excitedly among themselves. At last, it's 5 o'clock, and Margot appears. She's carrying a watering can.
Yeah, well, that's a bit peculiar for a ballet.
The performance begins. The shoe people suddenly realize what Margot is doing. She has turned watering the flowers into a ballet, and the flowers are dancing along with her. It's the most amazing dance they've ever seen. All too soon, Margot's performance comes to an end. The shoe people clap and cheer, and Trampy gives his loudest whistle. Margot reappears with tea and biscuits, and everybody helps themselves.
Evening, Margot. Marvellous show. Absolutely marvellous.
Why, thank you, Sergeant Major. You should try it sometime with your flowers.
Oh, no, I don't think so, Margot. Don't think they would appreciate it.
Trampy imagines Sergeant Major trying to ballet dance with a watering can and thinks it's so funny that he almost chokes on his biscuit.
Poor Trampy.
Says Margot, slapping him on the back.
You really shouldn't rush the biscuits.
It's morning in Shoetown, and it looks as though a storm is on the way. The shoe people hate rainy weather. Well, all except one of them. In weather like this, Wellington has the happiest face in Shoetown.
Rain, rain, hooray, hooray, today's the day I go out to play.
Somebody shut that welly up. I'm trying to have a snooze.
My name is Wellington, if you don't mind. Sarge.
Sarge? How dare you call me that? I wish you were in my regiment. I'd have you peeling potatoes for a remark like that.
Oh, no, you wouldn't.
I most certainly would.
Wouldn't.
Would?
Now look, Sergeant Major, he isn't in your regiment. So let's not argue about such silly things.
Excuse me, boys, but I really must go to dance rehearsals. Would anyone care to come with me?
What a splashingly good idea! I can jump in all the puddles.
Well, it looks like the rain has stopped, so we'll all come along. The shoe people set off for the ballet school. Wellington splashes in and out of every puddle he can find, while the others do their best to keep well out of his way.
If I wanted to be this wet, I would have joined the Navy.
Oh, don't go on, Sergeant Major. Let the lad enjoy himself. The shoe shoe people finally reach the ballet school and find to their horror a large muddy puddle completely blocking the entrance.
Oh dear, I can't possibly walk through that. My lovely pink satin would be ruined.
Don't worry, Margot. We'll think of some way to help you. All right, everybody. Think.
Hello, everybody. What's the problem?
We're trying to think of some way of getting Margot across this puddle.
Well, that's simple. If she stands on Wellington's toe cap, he can carry her through it.
And what if the water's so deep that it covers Wellington's toe cap?
Oh, hadn't thought of that.
Stupid clown!
Well, can you think of anything better?
Of course. This simply calls for army training and army thinking. Charlie, Wellington, fall in! Stupid clown! Fall in does not mean fall into the puddle. It means prepare yourself for the first manoeuvre. Get out and dry out.
Yes, Sergeant Major.
Right, Wellington. Into that puddle with you. Out to the middle, go on. And stand perfectly still. Charlie, make a bridge out to Wellington with your toe. Come along, get on with it. Don't take all day.
Yes, sir, Sergeant Major.
Now, Margot, you spin out to Wellington along Charlie's toe. Is that clear?
Yes, Sergeant Major.
OK, Margot. Wait there for further instructions. Charlie, move your idle-bodied self and jump across that little lake.
Yes, Sergeant Major.
And now, another one of those bridges, if you please.
Charlie obeys the order, and Margot spins prettily along his toe to safety. Thank you, Charlie. And I'm very grateful to you too, Sergeant Major.
You're too kind, Margot. Too kind.
How marvellous to have such army training.
Once a soldier, always a soldier.
And once a clown, always a clown.
It's Saturday afternoon, and Margot and Sid Slipper have taken Baby Booty to the park.
Oh, I'm getting a bit old for this sort of thing, Baby Booty.
Oh, nonsense, Sid. You just need a short rest, that's all.
Good idea, Margot. Let's go and sit under that tree. Oh, that's better.
Now, how about some ice cream?
That would be lovely.
Goo-goo-goo-goo.
I'll be back soon. Keep an eye on Baby Booty, won't you?
My goodness, it's warm today. I feel quite sleepy.
Goo-goo-goo-goo-goo. Go. Goo-goo-goo-goo.
Sorry I took so long, but there was such a... Oh, where's Baby Booty?
Baby Boot. Oh dear. She was here a moment ago. I must have nodded off.
Oh, Sydney.
I'm very sorry, Margot. I'll start looking for her right away.
That's all very well, but where do we begin? The park's so big, and Baby Booty's so small.
Goo-goo-goo-goo. Goo-goo-goo-goo-goo.
Look out! Don't touch!
Go.
Hang on, Baby Booty! We'll save you!
Meanwhile, Margot and Sid Slipper have reported Baby Booty's disappearance to PC Boot.
No need to worry, Margot. I'm sure she can't have gone far. Not unless she can fly. Goodness gracious, look at that.
This is terrible. There must be something we can do.
Well, follow that kite, I suppose.
Ah, this is the life. Peace and quiet. No distractions. Goodness, that looked like Baby Booty. What on earth is she doing up here? I'd better get after her. Can you hear me, Baby Booty? Goo-goo. Good. Now, when I yell go, I want you to let go of the kite. Understand? Go. Ready, steady, go.
With Baby Booty safely on board, Charlie quickly brings the balloon back to the ground.
Thank you so much, Charlie. I dread to think of what might have happened if you hadn't come along. And you are very naughty, crawling off like that. Don't ever do it again.
And next time you want to go flying, call an expert. Me, for instance.
Expert, eh? Oh, stupid clown.
Snow had been falling all through the night, and morning reveals Shoe Town completely covered with a blanket of snow. The shoe people gather early in the park with some very odd-looking sledges. In fact, Trampy's sledge isn't a sledge at all. It's his own front door. Margot and Baby Booty are sharing a rather pretty pink sledge. Charlie, on the other hand, doesn't seem to have brought anything with him. Sergeant Major has a most professional-looking sledge, made out of metal and painted army green, just like a tank. PC Boot has brought along his large tea tray, and Wellington's sledge would look more at home on Shoe Town's boating lake.
Gather round, everyone. Right. All ready for the big race, then? Sledges in tip-top condition.
Perfect condition, thank you, Sergeant Major.
What on earth are you talking about? You haven't even got a sledge.
Oh, yes, I have. I've got the perfect sledge.
Oh, Charlie, how clever of you.
Absolutely brilliant.
Absolutely stupid. It'll never work. Now, as I was saying, first person to the bottom of the hill will become Shoe Town Sledge Champion.
Great! I hope there's a prize.
Yes, but you've got to win the race first, Wellington. Right? Man your sledges, jump to it!
The shoe people get on their sledges and wait for Sergeant Major to give the signal to start.
On the count of 3. And 1, and 2, and 3. Go!
As the shoe people race down towards the finish, none of them have noticed in their excitement that Charlie is still at the top of the hill, smiling quietly to himself. Meanwhile, back in the race,
Enjoying yourself, Baby Booty?
Ooh. Hey, this is great.
meanwhile, back at the start, Charlie still hasn't moved an inch.
Right, I think I've given them enough of a head start. So here I go.
In no time at all, Charlie manages to overtake all the other racers, except Sergeant Major, who is still way out in front and rapidly approaching the finish.
Look out, Sergeant Major. Here I come.
Fantastic.
One by one, the other racers crossed the finish line.
Your helmet, I presume? PC boot?
Why, yes. Thank you, Wellington.
Charlie, I'd like a word with you.
Congratulations, Sergeant Major. Nobody deserves to win this trophy more than you.
They don't. I do. But you were first, Charlie.
Now, Sergeant Major, how can I possibly be the sledge race champion when I didn't even use a sledge?
He may just have a point there.
Well, stupid clowns do have their moments, you know.
One fine day, Trampy is enjoying a quick nap in his garden when...
What on earth was that?
Gem solid.
Problems, Sergeant Major?
The mirror's broken. Full of weeds. Most of them yours.
I'm terribly sorry, Sergeant Major.
It's a bit late for that now, Trappy. I'll have to take it in for repairs.
Poor old Sergeant Major. I know. I'll finish mowing the lawn for him. With my mower. If it still works, that is.
Right, let's give this thing a try.
I'd better get Sergeant Major's ruler so I can measure the width of the stripes.
Turn the mower off. I'd better try and catch it. Thank goodness for that. It stopped. Oh, no! Sergeant Major's lawn looks like a pile of spaghetti. Whatever am I going to do?
Hello, Trampy. What on earth have you been up to?
Ruining Sergeant Major's lawn. Just look at it.
It's certainly different.
But I can't just leave it like this. Help me, Charlie. Think of something we can do.
Difficult. We can't glue the grass back on. Wait a minute. I know. We can paint the lawn.
Oh, Charlie. Now, even I think that's a silly idea.
You'll see. Don't go away. I'll be right back.
Within a few minutes, Charlie returns with 2 tins of paint and 2 paintbrushes.
There you are, Trampy. Looks just like grass. Sergeant Major will never know.
Well, I suppose it's worth a try. Trampy and Charlie set to work, painting light and dark green stripes up and down Sergeant Major's lawn.
Whew. Finished.
There you are, Trampy. Perfect.
Left, right, left, right. Left,
Sergeant Major's coming.
left,
Quick!
right, left,
Hide the
right,
paint.
Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Hello, Charlie. My goodness, that lawn's a sight for sore eyes. What happened?
Well, I finished off the mowing for you, Sergeant Major. It was the very least I could do.
Well. That was very decent of you, Trampy. A top-notch job if ever I saw one. Didn't realise you had it in you. I think you both deserve a cup of tea.
Thanks, Sergeant Major. We'd love...
Trampy.
On second thought, Sergeant Major, we've just remembered we have urgent business elsewhere.
Very well. Carry on. And thanks again.
How long do you think before he finds out, Charlie?
Trampy! Come back here!
I think he's already found out. Shall we go back?
Wait till I get my hands on you, you horrible lot! You'll be...
No fear, Charlie. Let's keep going.
It's all covered in paint! Come back out! Come back out! This is not...
Shoo, 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 people. Shoo, 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 shoo.